All right, the last problem, the last couple problems, let's just go ahead. So free body diagrams. These are going to be fairly straightforward, I think, based on people's results. Remember, the normal would have to be perpendicular to the surface and therefore at an angle, and the tension always goes out of the object along the rope. For here, we have a ball moving in a parabolic trajectory, so basically the only force on it is the downward force of gravity. In this guy, pretty straightforward. We got the applied force that's given. We have a normal force. We have the weight. Don't forget the friction force going backwards, and I'm okay if you just call it plain old F. So that's number 17. Now number 18. Again, the idea, we've done this problem quite a few times, so I'm going to run through it pretty quickly. So we've got the normal, we've got the weight, we've got the friction, and we have this applied force going down. And so the FA, we're going to need to split that into components. So we're going to have here basically FAX is going to be 35 times the cosine of 50, and FAY is going to be 35 times the sine of 50. And what we're going to actually end up doing is I'm going to actually set up the equation now with a redrawn free body diagram. So we'll have the normal, the weight, the friction, we'll have FAX, and in addition, I'm going to draw totally perpendicular FAY going down. So really the step that they're asking for here, I'll actually just kind of copy it. And this is what they wanted. And then to calculate the other forces on the cart, the normal force and the friction, well, the normal force comes from the y equation. That's going to be normal goes up, and that balances the weight and FAY going down. And so the normal equals W plus FAY. And I actually have the answer key up, so I'll let you take a look at that for the answer. And then for the kinetic friction acting on the cart, just remember that the kinetic friction balances the x component of the force. Some people write it directly like this. And so if I remember, I think this ends up being around 223 newtons, and I think this ends up being around like 22.5 newtons. Don't trust me on this. Go ahead and actually check these. So please check with the key. So that pretty much wraps up the practice test. This should get you ready for the exam on Tuesday or Wednesday. And if you have any questions, please make sure you email me, and I will do my best to help.